All right, so how much feedback should you give, or you give to your students? Well, it depends on one thing, and we call it the automation scale.
Dun, dun, dun.
Who are we, Hector?
We are eLearning partners, and we created this channel, eLearning Partners, for you to simplify your e-learning as you're making your e-learning program and online courses, so you can focus on the most important part of e-learning, which are your learners.
And that's why we have a masterclass for you as well, so you can focus on your learners, and the masterclass is going to take care of all the other steps of e-learning and online course development.
Make sure you click on that free masterclass link below to get free and instant access. Let's get into it, baby.
So our automation scale is from 1 to 10. Most scales are from 1 to 10, unless you're me and you get on the scale, I'm more around 175. But if you're looking at 1 to 10, what we got is there's going to be, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, and then you go to 10.
Nice gap coverage.
So this is the automation scale. A while back, we were asked this question by one of our colleagues. Who? Mary. What's up, Mary?
Hey, Mary.
Here is the answer. So when you're looking at how much time you should spend with your learners, specifically if you're building an online course, really, the answer has everything to do with what we call the automation scale. So number 1 out of 10 equals that you want to have a lot of hands-on in your online course. That means that you want to give your students a lot of your time. You're looking to be very involved in your online course. So that's what number 1 means, okay? Now 10 means that you want to create an online course, have everything automated, and then you want to take a step back and create additional products. Do other things, go to the beach. You don't want to be that involved with your online course. So when you're looking at how much feedback you should give, you need to gauge how automated you want your course to be. So Hector, what do you think is a good number?
It all depends on what type of digital product do you want to create and the lifestyle that you want to live. And for me, I'm right here. I'm right at the 9, maybe all the way up to the 10, because I love creating digital products. I want to create as much impact as I can. And of course, I want to give feedback. And in addition to some of the feedback that you still can do, we're not saying that you can't give any feedback if you're 9 or 10, right? You just can't give that one-on-one, which will dig into the type of care that you get on the lower end of the scale. So 9 to 10 is where I want to be, so I can keep creating, we can keep creating incredible content to keep impacting you.
Exactly. So once you figure out where you are on the scale, what you really need to look at are the types of feedback that exist. And then we also have to look at the frequency of the feedback that exists. So Hector, what are the 2 main types?
The 2 main types are group and one-on-one.
So within group, we have some subtypes, and within one-on-one, we also have some subtypes. The first one is messenger-based, and the second one is live video-based coaching. Now, let's look at what a group-based messenger coaching would look like. So group is going to look like this. You have a Slack channel, or a Discord channel.
A WhatsApp channel.
Exactly. You have a group. So everyone is messaging you as a group. So they can't message you one-on-one. It is all group-based. So they're not only asking you for feedback, they're asking the entire group for feedback. So the benefits of this is that if you are looking on the 9 to 10 part of the automation scale, you are going to have a lot less work if it is a group-based messenger feedback.
Okay. And also, it's not only that they're going to get your coaching through the chat responses that you will have, but you will have that community aspect as well, which is where a lot of the magic happens.
It's extremely valuable to them just to be able to get feedback from others. So that is the first subcategory of group. The second is live coaching within group. So this can be set up a couple different ways. So if you want less work but still add that value and you're in the 9 to 10 range, but you want to do live coaching, then what you're probably looking at doing is having a group function where they message you, they message, right? This is kind of the combination of both, where they message you their questions and then you respond via video. So a way to do it. Another way is you can have people jump on a live coaching call and actually have them ask questions live and you reply live.
And again, some of the wonderful platforms out there, the one that we love the most is Kajabi. And Kajabi has a live coaching function within the platform as well.
You can integrate
live coaching
Zoom
within the platform.
and other technologies as well. And I think recently, as Hector said, they are starting to do it natively within the platform.
Which is amazing.
So the other thing, so if you're more, closer to the 1, or maybe you're somewhere between the 5 and the 1. Now, at this point, you could do one-on-one because you care a lot about that one-on-one touch, right? That means you've probably been doing in-person coaching and training for a long time, and you're like, okay, we need to move to online, but I still want to interact one-on-one with my learners.
Another big thing that we see with the one-on-one is if you have a training program that also has a huge in-person experience and you're trying to kind of bridge that gap, that healthy gap of how do I give an online e-learning experience with that still personal touch, one-on-one is great.
Exactly, and you can still do this via Messenger. So what this would look like is it's basically everyone has like your personal phone number, or maybe they can hit you up direct in Slack or direct in WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger. Whatever it is, you can coach them one-on-one via text.
Another way is audio notes as well.
Yes.
We've seen that. Actually, there was a coach that I worked with some time ago at this point, and he was using audio notes, another great way to interact.
Exactly. And then there's live coaching. So same thing, you could actually meet with them in person and do the live coaching. You can do live coaching via video, one-on-one.
So let's jump into frequency. How often should I do coaching? If I'm on the 1, if I'm a 4, if I'm an 8, if I'm a 10, what's the frequency? What does it look like? We have daily, we have weekly, we have yearly. We're just kidding, not yearly. We have monthly as well. Those are the 3 main categories of frequency.
Exactly. So if you are on the 9 to 10, or maybe you're at 8 or 7, whatever it is, what you really want to look at is how often am I willing to be available to provide feedback? And if you are on the upper end of the scale of wanting your course more automated, then you're probably looking at weekly or monthly. You're definitely not going to do it daily. Now, what you could do and still be on this side of the automation scale is you could do daily coaching, but make sure that you're doing it via Messenger, via group Messenger, and what you could do is have someone on your team take care of the daily feedback via Messenger. That is a good way to scale it if you are on this end of the spectrum. But really, as you have learned today, this automation scale is so important. Daily and one-on-one is going to take a lot of time.
A lot of time, a lot of effort, unless, here's the thing, unless you have a very high ticket item course that allows you to do that. If you're trying to have hundreds of students take your course, that just doesn't work.
It doesn't work. But if you're looking at monthly, and you're gonna do group Messenger, right? That really isn't that valuable, right? So if you're only gonna give monthly feedback and it's gonna be via a group Messenger, then it may not even be valuable for your students. So what you really gotta figure out is, first, where are you on the automation scale? And then pick what type of feedback you're gonna do. Don't do all of them, it's too much. You can grow into doing more than just one, but start with one frequency, and you'll get it figured out. Now, when we are looking at doing this for our course.
So you may be wondering, what are we, e-learning partners, doing for our courses?
And it's simple, we have different courses. So our evergreen course, the main course that we sell, the flagship is a 11 out of 11 or 11 out of 10 on this scale, which means that it is fully automated. However, if you purchase the version with the bonuses, which is a little added cost, then we will actually give you a one-on-one, one time, so not even yearly. This is like in your lifetime as owning the course. We give you one-on-one call for feedback. We have some other feedback mechanisms built into our course from a group perspective that are group, and it's not necessarily messenger, it's more email, where we will give some email support in our course. But yet again, it really is an 11 out of 10 on the automation scale. Now, we do have other products that are much higher touch. We actually have a one-on-one product that is weekly. So what you really need to figure out too is your product suite. When you figure out your product suite for your e-learning program or your online course, you can have different feedback mechanisms within different products, and you can charge more as you get closer to the one-on-one and you increase the frequency. That's the other thing, is you can charge more for one-on-one and much higher frequency. You can charge less when you're looking at group and much lower frequency.
We have another video for you that we want you to dig in, and that video is how to build learning objectives, and we will see you there.